for action.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Anything can happen in the next half hour.
What a great start, hey boy oh boy. We got a great show lined up for you tonight. Fastest aviation show on YouTube, that's what we call it. Your ride here with Stu Bear on Airshow World. So buckle up, 60 minutes non-stop action, and you're gonna love what we've got coming up for you. To start off, making lots of noise, this German Typhoon. What an absolutely stunning display. From the practice days of the Royal International Air Tattoo, more coming up a little later.
Hello, I'm Mark Jeffries, leader of the Global Stars, and you're watching Stu Bear and Airshow World.
And coming up, we're going to be featuring our very good friend Mark Jeffries quite a bit on tonight's programme. And, hey, who's that likely lad down there? And here he is, Mark Jeffries, together with the Global Stars.
Well, the third person to get airborne, Mark Jeffries, it is his own airfield. That's the way he departs. He can do that.
Is this absolutely stunning or what? It was from the Little Gransden Airshow, and you're watching the Global Stars. Introduced by their team leader, Mark Jeffries. And a little bit later, we're going to be finding out what Mark does in his spare time. You're going to love it.
World Air Masters in 2015. First with unlimited level aerobatics in 1994 in an aircraft that he built himself. And indeed, earlier this year, having not competed for a number of years, he went along and won the competition. However, he didn't pick up the prize because he'd already cleared off to Europe, where he likes to go skiing in the Alps. So he was in the Alps 3 hours after he won the competition, having not done competition flying for a while.
That's it, you heard it correctly. Mark Jeffries, the national UK champion, which we were telling you all about a few weeks ago when you had the chance to vote for your favourite pilot. It took place at Sywell.
So say rate of roll, as you're going to see in the display, that mark 420 degrees per second. The team has been displaying all over the world in all sorts of continents. Africa, Far East, Middle East. They got a well-polished operation of getting the wings off, tidy up the engines, get them in crates and send them out anywhere around the world where they're required to display. Look at that astonishing rate of roll. Still with plenty of altitude, height to climb. Now a boot full of rudder, stick over, back, hanging there, tumbling out, gravity winning as it always will. They are a formidable team, the Global Stars. Certainly been helped by Sealy Tools. Sealy Tools, leading tool supplier, massive catalogue of every conceivable tool you ever require, of which quite a lot are in the hangar here, which have not been nicked, of course. Up on the 45, flick roll, tumble.
Well, I think you can certainly see why he's the national aerobatic champion.
Just coming back in from our left to rejoin the...
And as I said, a big thank you to everybody that voted for him.
That is very neat, very pretty indeed. Applause for you, Ollie. My name is Stratton Ritchie. I will wish you a very safe onward journey home. Good night.
Don't worry, we're not finished yet. We were down at Little Gransden, and these were the final act of the fabulous display. Got a few more bits from Little Gransden coming up just a little bit later. Very quickly, saying hi to Becky Davis, Rigoberto, Michael Everett saying it's raining in Gosport. It's beautiful here in Derbyshire. UHM 100, Robert Feely, Tina York, Gary Inge. How are you all doing today on this Friday evening? Great to have your company. Here we go, big smile and a thumbs up from Mark. was just a couple of weeks ago. You can see the date when it was, the 25th of August. What a brilliant Airshow. And a big thank you to everybody, the organisers, for looking after my good self, Stu Bear, Jasmine just there, and Teresa. We stayed for the weekend down there. Being nice and comfortable, and it was great to meet lots of wonderful people like Marcus Camfield and Tracy and everybody else, and of course James was down there as well. That's the Travelling Bear with Stu Bear. More about that YouTube coming up later. Right now, watch this display. It is awesome. So, have you ever seen an F-15 displayed like this before? Absolutely amazing. And as I was saying earlier with that Typhoon display, on the practice days, boy oh boy, I'm sure they put it even more through their paces. It's that absolutely stunning new F-15 QA. Well, a very good evening to my very good friend, that's Sophia. Hiya, Sophia. Great to see you. And by the way, what about that incredible video footage earlier? Especially the cockpit. Whoa, was it from the cockpit? Where was it? Literally, the camera was moving all around. Amazing footage from our good friend Mark Jeffries, and more from Mark coming up a little bit later when we find out what he does in his spare time. Really? Oh, you're gonna love where he goes. Also in the special mentions tonight, saying hi to Awash 2004. Gary Inge, hey, thoughts are with you, my man. And also, Hobby Time. Hey, Hobby Time, good to see you as well. And anybody else that's watching who's a little bit shy to take part in the chat, if you want to take part in the chat, all you have to do, just subscribe, and within 60 seconds, you'll be able to say hi, put a message, and yep, let us know what you're doing this evening.
Hello, I'm Spencer, and you can hear my show every weekday afternoon from 1 till 4 on Caravan Radio. It's a radio station for the caravan and motorhome community, and it would be great if you can come and have a listen. But what I'm here to do now is to introduce Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Hey, what a man. I tell you, that radio station is incredible. You can get it on your Alexa. Also, you can get it on the internet. It is brilliant.
Yep, 40.
Oh, your eyes are not deceiving you. It's an F-14 Tomcat. Of course, it's a model. This was taken from the Little Gransden Airshow. And just watch this flying. On the controls is Steve Johnson. Is this guy absolutely amazing? And some of you may remember that I was the commentator at the Western Park Airshow last year. But unfortunately, we didn't see many of these sort of aircraft. It was mainly these 3D type aircraft which just swirl around and do strange things, which look great for a while. But for me, oh, give me the heavy metal like this. There's a couple of fantastic flyers in the United Kingdom. You're looking at one of the best. That's Steve Johnson. Also, Steve Kilburn. Look out for him as well. He is brilliant. And a really nice guy as well. But coming up in a moment, when this lands, we're going to see this F-16 flown by Tony Newton. Alan Burden, always great to see you, my good mates, and everybody else. Owen Pole is also with us. Just watch this landing. And most definitely a well-deserved round of applause. Absolutely stunning. And I can tell you, these are difficult to film. Right now, here's Tony Newton. And if you actually went to the little Grandstand Airshow on the Sunday, unfortunately, Tony wasn't able to fly his F-16. This was filmed on the Saturday. As you can see, he's got a slight technical problem with the gear not being retracted. But nevertheless, Tony putting on a brilliant display. Well done. Don't worry, that was a tractor going by. Fabulous display there, Tony. And also Steve Johnston. From, of course, the little Gransden Airshow. We're going to be doing a full video very, very soon of that brilliant show. And if you were there, hey, we stayed for the after show party and got a chance to take a shot of this wonderful plane from Steve. He got it lit up. Looking amazing. Talking of amazing. And this certainly caught everybody out. The Lancaster came through, did his display while the reenactment was going on. And I tell you what, it really added to the atmosphere. So there it was, flying through on the Sunday afternoon, and on the Saturday night when everybody had departed, it did a sneaky flyby. Have a look. And a very good evening to Derek Reed, also John Bullen, Alan Burden. This certainly was a great surprise. Glad I had the camera at the ready on the Saturday night. As you can see, the reason it's very dark, because it was. The Lancaster had just done a display over at Shuttleworth for their evening proms. And then it was off for a display over in Leicester. So last weekend, this is exactly where we were. Down in South Leicestershire at Cosby for the Victory Show. And as always, just like at Little Gransden, boy oh boy, do the organisers look after us absolutely wonderfully. So thank you so much. Thank you so much to Stephen and also to Natalie. They're the organisers right down there. This brilliant event. Certainly recommend it, especially for you photographers, because boy, you're going to find out you get some top shots. Hi to Mark Webber Webster. Well, James, I certainly hope you saw yourself earlier in the video. If not, rewind it back. James, you will find it on the little grandstand section just before the global stars.
My name is Colin Baker, and you are watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Oh, just in case you forgot, right, we're going to find out what Mark Jeffries does in his spare time, and you won't believe
Mark Jeffries,
this.
team leader, Global Stars in Chamonix, about to take my chair into the sky. You're with Stu Bear and Airshow World.
So you saw him leading the Global Stars earlier, right now. Look at this. Makes me nervous just watching it.
Ooh, little bit of up.
And Mark, he filmed this just, I think it was yesterday, certainly this week. This is where he is. Look at this. This is in Chamonix in the French Alps. Very, very, very high up, as you can see. And just look at these incredible shots. Not just the scenery, but the actual video footage. How on earth he does this? So how does he film this? Well, I'll let you into a secret. I was there. I was actually flying right next to him to get these video shots. Can you believe that? Not a chance. You would not get me anywhere near this. It's filmed from a very, very special camera. Watch this. Remember, this is this week, summertime in the French Alps. You can see the snow melt actually going down into the valley down there, into the rivers. And if you're not too sure where Chamonix is, well, of course, we've all heard of Mont Blanc. Well, that is the next big mountain. Well, thank you very much there, James. Enjoy yourself down there at Waddington. And here he is right now, coming into land right here at Chamonix. So if anybody's, don't forget, yeah, it's Cobra Warrior starting.
You're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
So there he is, the man himself. Mark Jeffries, thank you so much. I know he'll be watching this either live or a little bit later.
Unique for 46.
That was just incredible. Do you want to see even more incredible things?
Slow speed now coming.
Watch this lady.
50 knots, 160 odd miles an hour.
Call themselves 46 Aviation. I have never seen wing walking like this before.
She is on that left wing, standing, giving us a wave, which I think is absolutely incredible.
So as you know, normally with wing walking, they stay in that middle section. But this lady, oh no. She does a lot more. Watch.
Comes in a very, very steep dive. She's now laying. The wires holding the wings there, ladies and gentlemen, pulling up into a loop as Danielle is laying between the wings with her arm outstretched. Unbelievable. Still laid there. I think she's starting to move again now. You can see her standing back on that lower wing. She'll start positioning back towards the cockpit, I assume. No, I'm wrong. She's actually gone even further out on the wing by the looks of it. Everybody, slow speed path is getting on.
So if you think that's spectacular, you ain't seen nothing yet. Watch this.
Now, I think this is even crazier. Ladies and gentlemen, get your cameras out. Danielle is hanging upside down from that low wing. That cannot be comfortable. Impressive stomach muscles as well.
How difficult must that be, pulling yourself back up? Whoa.
Just think about when you're travelling on a road and driving at 60 or 70 miles an hour and you put your arm out, just how much force is required to keep your arm from flailing back. Just imagine what Danielle is coping with up there at speeds of 150 plus miles an hour. That's probably around about 90, 100 miles an hour. She's hanging now, maybe sitting at the leading edge of that wing. There we go. So flown by the Royal Navy and certainly in operations against turpits.
Truly amazing stuff. And got to give a mention to anybody watching this on a replay. I know lots of people watch this back later.
Soft landing, I hope, on runway 2.
So hi to you.
A big wave.
Maurice Moon, hello to
Put your
you.
hands together for 46 Aviation, Danielle and Emiliano. That was absolutely fantastic. I'm blown away by some of that performance. I've not seen that.
Hi, it's Charlie. I'm with V for Victory and I'm currently portraying a civilian aviatrix just prior to World War II. And you're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Hey, what a super lady. And I tell you what, we got some super video. A very rare flyby and, display as well. We've got the DH-88 Comet and the Vampire together.
First time together, DH-88 Comet leads the DH-100 Vampire.
very good evening to Derek Reed. And a big round of applause to you for watching the show. Thank you.
The Vampire took to the air in prototype form in September 1943. It was known at the outset as the Spider Crab before the name was changed to Vampire, and it's easy to see why with this twin boom layout. As his own Halford H1 before it became a de Havilland product as the Goblin. And its construction method is very interesting, the Vampire. De Havilland, of course, had a lot of experience of wooden aircraft, perhaps most famously from the Mosquito. Mixed wood and metal. The fuselage pod has a core made of balsa wood, layers of birch veneer inside and outside. The wings, tail boom and tail, however, or tail booms I should say, of course, are all metal. Too late to see what else. And in the summer of number 54 Squadron RAF Vampires became the first jet aircraft ever to carry out a transatlantic flight. This was a real significant aeroplane, and also a lovely one, absolutely beloved by its pilots for its handling qualities. It went on to be developed through many different versions as a fighter bomber, a night fighter, and perhaps most effectively as a trainer. First jet aircraft, and that's why the Norwegian Air Force Historical Squadron, from which this aircraft comes, has two of them in its fleet. The Vampire, meanwhile, clearing back to Duxford in Cambridgeshire, its regular operating base this summer, and it was flown through that very elegant sequence, complete with plenty of the de Havilland Goblin engine whistle by the man who founded the Norwegian Air Force Historical Squadron, Kenneth Comet goes through its paces. We're about to get this stunning Spitfire 14 into the air. The managing director of the Grosvenor House Hotel in London, achieved just that. Unlike the other two Comets in the race, it had a relatively untroubled run to Melbourne. It's first across the finishing line, in the hands of its crew, comprising Charles W.A. Scott and Tom Campbell Black, and they took away the £10,000 prize for winning the speed race. Victory in the course of 70 hours, 54 minutes, 18 seconds, of which it was airborne for in excess of 65 hours, 24 minutes. Compare that with a typical commercial airline flight today, including a stopover in the Middle East and Far East between London and Melbourne. That would take about 21 to 22 hours in all, such has been the pace of progress. But there was nothing 90 years ago this year that could touch the comet on the way from Mildenhall to Melbourne.
Oh boy, does that sound incredible. Just brilliant. DH-88 Comet and the Vampire. This is the aircraft we started this show off with at the top of the show, and we're going to finish with this. Not very often you see, should we call it a display or fly pasts, from Royal International Air Tattoo on the Friday. It is of course the U2.
As the U2 rolls down the runway. It's lining up to come out from the other end. Oh, what? Again. Well, there might be some other Now, given that we can't see here in terms of the frequency with the chase car crew be pointing out now? So the chase car pilot, the driver, is counting the pilot down from different altitudes. What I can see from the booth here is 4, 3, 2...
Timing. Split-second timing. Heart rate gets faster. Just for a moment, time stands still. Top pilots use split-second timing, pulling G-forces with precision and perfect timing. That's why The world's best display pilots put their trust in Swiss precision timing with avionic watches, and you can be part of this world with perfect timing. Airshow World are proud to offer you 20% off ladies' or gentlemen's avionic watches. This offer is exclusive to Airshow World. Click the link or see the website at Avionic Watches and use the code of Airshow World. Remember, timing is everything with Avionic Watches.
Hi, it's Stu Bear from Airshow World, and I'm very proud to announce our sponsor, the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And for viewers of Airshow World, you can get 15% off from the world's best tea and coffee company. Plus, you'll be helping Airshow World grow. Just use the code Airshow. That's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company.
Welcome along to our brand new YouTube channel, The Travelling Bear with Stu Bear. We'll be taking you to some amazing locations while we travel around. We have scenic videos with relaxing music, cycling adventures, camping locations, and some great documentaries, plus lots more. So join us on the Travelling Bear with Stu Bear YouTube channel and subscribe for free right now.
Well, you've been watching the fastest aviation show on YouTube with, of course, my good self, Stu Bear. Thank you so much for watching. A quick mention just before we go. I've got about 30 seconds left. Robert Feely, great to see you in the chat. Sorry we missed you last week down there at the Victory Show. Gary Inge, my thoughts are with you and your family, and also everybody else. Thank you so much. And to Sophia, hey, we'll see you very soon down at Clifford's. That's our fantastic spa that we go to. Also, don't forget, listen to that brilliant radio station, Caravan Radio. Just Google it, and you'll be able to find all the information you need and what to say to Alexa I had to say that quite, Alexa, for you to be able to get it to work on there. A lot of radio stations I absolutely hate these days because, especially local radio, they play the same music over and over and over again. The same 50 songs at the same time. I promise you, Caravan Radio, their music, I've been listening to it for the last few days. What a DJ he certainly is as well. You heard him a little earlier in the show, and I promise you, you will absolutely love it. It's brilliant music. Well, that is just about it from my good self. And a good mention to anybody that, as I said, watches this back on a replay. No show next week because we're going out and about doing our Travelling Bear. And I don't mean naked or anything like that. Please, you know what I mean? I don't want to put you off your tea. We're going to be out and about making more great videos. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the brand new Travelling Bear with Stu Bear. There she is. That's Jasmine. Thank you to all of you great people. It's going absolutely amazing. We are now up to 1,500 subscribers, and also we've got a Facebook page as well. That has gone from 10 members in 6 weeks up to just under 50,000 members. It's incredible. And thank you to all of you people as well that follow that. All right. Big thanks tonight to Mark Jeffries for that brilliant footage that you sent across, and to especially to all you wonderful people in the chat room. It's been wonderful seeing all your messages. And until next time, we will see you. We'll see you then, probably in about 2 weeks' time, okay? I think Mildenhall is calling me, so I think we're going to be down there next week. Look out, right here on Airshow World. We'll see you soon. Thank you, and a very big good night.